Hello everyone, today I will show you a pretty interesting trap, but which I absolutely do not advise you to use. I show it for the sake of beauty, for the sake of internal combinations, all sorts of things like that, because it is very risky. There are too many, but that is, if the opponent plays correctly somewhere, then you will get out of seemingly good positions almost immediately lost. And let's see what happened there. E4 D5 Scandinavian defense again. I can already tell you 5 videos in a row about it, but it's interesting friends. There's no need to learn a lot of theory and you can somehow even surprise some beginner, so immediately putting a pawn, but for taking, without taking the queen on the field D5, and play exactly the knight at 6, attacking the pawn. If white tries to somehow hold onto the material with a move of C4, such a move exists, the position is absolutely equal, despite the fact that black does not have a pawn. Black plays E6, an interesting move, substituting another pawn, white takes it. This is the best continuation, one of the best for white, and the bishop hits on field E6. Black still lacks a pawn, but the development of 2 light pieces more or less compensates for this. If for white capture the space, the position is absolutely equal. And here is the trap move that I told you about at the beginning of the video. This move is a knight of the king. So I do not advise you to play friends, this is a mistake, you immediately put yourself under the plug. And of course, making a fork is one of the best solutions in this position. That is, move D is 5, 2 light pieces are hanging and the elephant arrives on the field C is 5. And it turns out that none of these light figures can be taken. The most accurate and the best solution for your non-greedy opponent is the knight c3 move, protecting the pawn, and then white is fine. But if they covet, for example, a horse, they will lose the queen with a blow. The bishop hits 2 checks. You can't take the bishop, because the queen will be lost right away, and if you try to go to the field as a king barely protecting your queen, then the bishop hits the king check on the field, and as a result the queen is lost by another marker. Look, 2 light pieces, for a queen and a pawn. The king is in the open field. The development of blacks is colossal. If they take it away, let's say here, you can take this elephant away, attack loses winnings. There, in general, the complete defeat of the whites has already gone. We will not even look at it further. Well, what happens if you take the elephant? Let's say they took an elephant, then friends, you can also try to slap an elephant on the field F2 with a check. The bishop still cannot be taken away, and here you can play the queen beats on the field D1. This is another trap move. It is also not quite correct. There is a long castling for the capture, and here if white raises the move that it is possible to close with a knight in such a position, then white will again be better than you. You just don't have enough of a whole figure yet. Yes, you will eat a pawn here, but a pawn for a piece is not serious. Well, if they try, let's say, not to close after the shah, but to take a walk. For a move, let's say the king can hardly be played, a knight of 4, and the position is leveled, due to a weak king and good development of black pieces. Here, of course, they can try to knock down this horse, but some shahs may appear there. There is still a lot to consider in general, very deeply. I don't want to go into the wilds there. I'll say that the position on the engine is equal. There is also another retreat. The king of kings can retreat to the check. This is probably the worst digression that could be thought of here. The horse is a fork check, but I'll show you how it happened in the game. Then there was a retreat to the field of kings, another step with a horse. The king went to the field B4, the knight C2, and here the rook is simply already lost. And what do we have in the end? White has a weak king, black has quality, black has good development, but even here a certain position is lost. But I will repeat that there were at least 2 moments where, firstly, white could strengthen their pawn structure with a knight, and secondly, they could close with the same knight. That is, one figure could spoil such a rather interesting trap option twice. I don't advise you to use it, but if they play against you like that, let's say, then you know what you can do. I hope that you will not fall into such a trap. Thank you so much friends for watching. Subscribe to the channel, write comments, put likes. Videos are released daily. I wish you good health and a peaceful sky over your head. Bye bye.